Hey guys, and this is part 2 of the Sims 3 100 Baby Challenge Final Hope Perfect Genetics Gallapalooza. And this is yet again another voiceover because, as I said before, I pre-recorded the first 3 episodes. Calypso is already pregnant. She got pregnant at the end of the first episode, and as you can see, she is feeling a little bit nauseous already, and she's eating some ice cream for breakfast because that's always a good choice. Um, and yeah, I'm just going around looking at stuff. I guess I don't know. I can't remember what I was talking about in this part. Other than, yeah, I think I was talking about maybe wanting to start a garden, but not wanting to until after the babies are born, because then I got to, like, after the first baby is born, you move into your first house. Like, you move into to the big lot where it's going to be your forever home. And so you can't really travel with plants in The Sims 3. You can in The Sims 4, but not in The Sims 3. It's kind of sad. But yeah, so I thought I'd go and try and garden. So here's my first attempt and probably last attempt at gardening with this sim anyway. I love this community garden. I just wish that every town had some form of a community garden. It just kind of makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I did record 3 episodes and I did talk the whole time, even though they didn't actually record my voice. So now I'm a little bit, got a little bit of a lost voice. As you can see there, she's barely started to pick apples and then she ran away. And I'm wondering, where did she go? And looking around for her and talking about how I think I was only going to garden supplies for elixir making, for like the procreation elixir and whatnot. And I'm turning around and like finally notice that she is running off to the city hall for graduation, because I had her in town as a teen with her parents and her sister, though her sister didn't really save, so I don't know what to do about that. But I see that she got her diploma and stuff, and just wanted to go home. So I was like, whatever, go home, paint, I don't care. And so I let her paint for a while, and I find, like, you know how they get the little voted for this, or this? She is voted most likely to have a large family. And when I finally noticed that, I just stopped and I burst out laughing. Um, yeah, and here I'm talking about her parents, and they're actually in the local cemetery as ghosts, so yeah, I don't know. But she's not mourning them because I just killed them with Inros, and that makes it so they don't mourn them. But yeah. So she just spends most of this part working on skills, and just think she discovers she's had and she goes out on the town looking for men, and she meets one, and I have her talk to him, and they're actually pretty good friends now. And he calls a lot. uh it's pretty funny. It's like, sorry, it's really late. She like answers the phone, and it's like, who is it? I'm getting so many calls, and it's Leo every time. Um, and I talk a little bit about her getting calls from Leo and stuff, because it does remind me of the Sims 3 Symbiotes version of the 100 Baby Challenge Final Hope, where there's this guy that is named Leo that she's like she keeps talking about hooking up with Sunny, and every time she sees him she goes, "Hello, Leo," or "Hi, Leo. Hi, Leo." And this really sort of like sultry voice, and it just makes me crack up every time. Um, yeah, so I I've gone and I have recorded all three parts to this, and she in fact has her children, and I named them, and it's very sweet and cute, and I built their house, and none of my voice was recorded for it. So yay, I get to do this one more time after this. And yeah, I just wanted her out of the graduation robe because I was like, you're probably not gonna, like, this doesn't really go with the LP. Though I am keeping the ribbon that says most likely to have children or have a large family. And here she is going to go meet some guys and picking flowers. I wanted you to see her picking flowers because that does make us like $1,000 something just picking flowers. So yeah, and I even catch a turtle, and I try to catch like a bird of some sort, though it doesn't really come to me. Like I watch it like 3 or 4 times, and it's just like whatever, I don't care. And yeah, so the uh, the turtle is sold also. I don't plan on having any pets in this LP, though she did have a dog before the Final Hope Committee took her and her sister away. Yeah. It, it's really sad that, like, even her dog couldn't, like, she couldn't even keep her dog. She couldn't even stay with her dog, and it's like everybody was taken from her. And no, I'm not putting the dog on a higher priority than her sister. I'm just saying it's like, well, can't you at least let me keep my dog instead of just taking it from me? And it's like, it's not gonna cost you much to let me keep it. Just my joy. And they're like, nope. Because, you know, they didn't want her to have any distractions. And yeah. So I don't think pets are a high priority for most people, unless they are like, you know, the rich people who get to basically opt out of this whole thing anyway. Many of the rich men still like to sleep around with the women, and they tell their wives basically, oh, I'm doing my duty, we have to propagate and we have to repopulate and save the world, and their wives get to opt out of it, and they like to opt into it, and it's just kind of messed up. Sorry. I think I'm only gonna record these first 2 voiceovers, and I'll do the other one tomorrow. It's getting really late and I'm tired, but I'm gonna leave the first one to render, and hopefully I'll be able to post it tomorrow, and then I'll render the second one and post it the day after, and voice over and render the third one, and yeah, you guys will have plenty of entertainment from me. Not that I necessarily think that I'll probably be getting a lot of views. I just love this challenge, and I wanted to play it, and I thought I might as well record it when I do, and I've been working very, very hard on it. And here she meets Leo. Hi, Leo. And yeah, there was another guy I had kept trying to get her to talk to, but then he just like runs off and goes home. Like, he runs off to the bathrooms and he ignores her, and then he runs off and goes home before she can get to him after he leaves the bathrooms. And then yeah, So she, but he ends up sending her a message online, so he might still be in line. Not the second baby daddy. Second baby daddy is gonna be Leo here, but maybe the third baby daddy, because oh, I don't know. That's like, because he's a witch too, and it's like gonna be 3 witch dads in a row. So I might try to switch it up and go for a vampire, a werewolf, or a fairy. Um, I'd like to load some plant sims into this world, and maybe even some imaginary friend sims. Because, but like, oh, and there's a genie too. There's one genie, and my goal is to have her with him once. And yeah. By the way, neither. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, so basically the whole thing with the perfect genetics added into this is the heir has to have her eyes and her hair. And she can only so they could be born with any of the generations, and they will like it could be just generation number like 3, and I'll have to raise like whoever has the same hair and eyes as her. I'll have to keep them and raise them slowly, in case they might be the heir, because heck, only one might be born, or maybe like I'll have one every other generation. You don't know. It's like all random, and there's other Sims that are similar looking to her, but they don't have the exact same hair or the exact same eyes. I didn't want to, but there's like, you know, Sims with green hair and pink eyes, or Sims with blue eyes and like yellow hair, something like that. And I didn't really want to mix them together, and like I mean, I didn't really want to have it all be the same thing. And yeah, so here she is heading home, and yeah, she ends up staying up super late. I keep making her stay up super late, and it's like after the first generation is born, I have to like I play a little bit off screen so that I can get her more like I build the house and I play a little bit off screen so I can get the needs sorted out of her and the kids. And yeah, so like you guys will see, they like are going to sleep at 4 a.m. and stuff like that, so that's not good. Like I had been just about to send her to bed, and she went into labor. There she just broke the toilet, and I call her a repair person, and in hopes that it would be somebody eligible for her to canoodle with, and no such luck. There's like one person and maybe 2 people in town that have white hair and white eyes, and they're kind of my last ditch effort if none of the generations previous have. Oh, here she figured out she's pregnant. But if none of the generations previous like get her genetics, then I'm gonna have them be later on, because I think when somebody has white hair and white eyes, they're more likely to their kids are more likely to take on the genetics of the parent with colorful hair and eyes. Like I think it's because, well, I think at least as far as the hair goes, it's because, um, like, I think it's programmed that white and gray hair are, for elderly Sims, and like, you don't take that on as a, trait, but I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't think I've ever had, like, when somebody slept with an older dude, I don't think their kids had, like, white hair, so. I don't think I've had my Sims sleep with, a lot of older dudes, so. I don't know. I'm probably a little shallow. Oh, stop that. You'll be fine. Go to sleep or whatever. Yeah, sell your painting, go to sleep. Um, yeah, I'm planning on upping her street art skill and everything because I would like her to get get the town council asking her to paint murals because um you can paint a mural anywhere in town, including your house, and it will count towards it, and you'll get $1,000 every time. And it's just like guaranteed money. It's pretty awesome. Oh, here, she woke up and went to go eat, and it looks like she's yelling, and she kind of is. She's yelling at the newspaper girl for putting her newspaper in front of her fridge because she did it the other day too, and she wasn't able to get past it to get to the fridge. It's like so ridiculous. And it's like, how dare you put that newspaper in front of my refrigerator? How dare you? And I still can't believe she's able to sit at that bench when it has like all those plants around it. Um, I think I end up selling off most of what comes with the this lot, and I don't use it in my house. Mainly like those candles, they don't really put off a lot of light, and the like there's not really enough room for the bench, and she's only gonna have so many kids to start with, and like when she gets more money, she can get like a bigger table and a bigger house and stuff. But for now, it's pretty small, and I like how it turned out though, and I have sort of some ideas for what I want it to be overall. Um, it's just a box for right now, and you'll see it, and it's like I go try to do some creative stuff with the wallpaper, and I think it looks pretty cute. Um, yeah, that was Jared calling her, and it's like, nope, I'm sorry, buddy. We're not interested in you anymore. We already got your go juice, and we don't need no more. Um, and yeah, so um, she just spends most of her time pregnant, painting and stuff like that because, well, I mean, what else are you gonna do? And um, I try to make her as comfortable as possible. I really don't want, I really didn't want this pregnancy to go bad. Uh, and yeah, so I try to fulfill as many wishes as possible and stuff like that. And it was around here that I figured out that she didn't have a lifetime wish chosen. And I think it was a glitch somehow with when she aged up, and I clicked to edit her in CAS almost immediately after she aged up, and I guess it didn't get a chance to load one in, but I didn't want to go and try and fix it while she was pregnant because I think you can edit in CAS with NROS, but I didn't want to like endanger the pregnancy in any way. So so like Um, before I do episode 4, I'll fix it. But for now and for episode 3, she's still got, no lifetime wish. It's gonna be surrounded by family though, because I mean, seriously. And yeah, so here I am looking for the multi tab, and for some reason it had uninstalled from my game, and I'm not sure why. So I had to go in and I had to go and find it and install it into the game before I could actually finish up and like, because I wanted her to have the multi-tab so that she could listen to tab casts and up her charisma and stuff like that while painting and cooking. Because, well, yeah, I mean, you don't want her to burn her very first meal that she makes and stuff like that. And like, I'm just like looking everywhere for it, and it's nowhere to be found. Um, yeah, so like, while she's training toddlers, she can up her skill and stuff like that, and learn how to cook enough for when she actually does get a fridge and a stove, because well, she's going to be doing quick meals for a while, and I like when she does have the fridge and stove, I'd like her to not, you know, chop off a finger or burn down the house that I spent so much time building. um, yeah, but the house is very bright except for at night because it has very few lights, and I couldn't remember the cheat to go into show hidden objects and like to go into bite a bug. Maybe it's just bite a bug on. I don't know. I couldn't find it in the help cheats menu, and I'm lazy and I didn't want to have to go and look it up. So it's just got regular lights in it. It's got the little tiny cage lantern lights in it from Pets, which I really like. um, they're so cheap and they're so cute. I mean, I don't know why people don't use them more often. Uh, yeah, they're like only $30, so I probably could have stood to put a few more in, but I don't like to have like 8 million things hanging around. Um, yeah, and I figured I keep hitting my mic, sorry. I figured I'd go and have her clean up the newspaper so she'd stop having the, ugh, it's gross in here moodlet. And yeah, so um, she just paints a lot, and there's not really much to do this early on, but it's something that's necessary, and I talk about hoping that there's toddlers soon so that I can have her actually raising them and doing things and teaching them to talk and walk. And I'm following the same rules in the 100 Baby Challenge where they have to know how to talk and walk and have high charisma. And yeah, and if it's a possible and if the sim is a possible heir, I'm going to have them do everything. They're going to learn to walk, talk, xylophone, potty. Well, the other ones had to potty too, and peg box and um, all sorts of stuff. I just want them to do everything. And yeah, I want them to do everything, and I want them to have as many skills possible. Have them read toddler books and stuff like that, and do all the childhood stuff, and have them do ballet after school classes, and yeah. Um, it looks like we're coming to the end here, so I just hope you leave a like and a comment, and um, let me know what you think, and please, please, please leave some baby name suggestions, because I'm not going to be all that creative about it. I never am. Well, I mean, I am creative about it, but I'm like kind of too creative about it, if you get my gist. I like weird names. Save these babies from my weird names.